In this lecture, we will learn about the mkdir command. Mkdir command is used to create a directory in your present working directory, and this mkdir is a short representation of representing the meaning of make directory. And these two letters represent make, and dir, these three letters represents a directory, and together we call it as mkdir. So the commands that we have in Linux basically have a meaning hidden inside it. So these are the small abbreviations for the meaning of what we are trying to do from that. So mkdir command is used to create a directory in Linux based distributions, but we call it directory in case of Linux, but the same is called as folder in case of your Windows. So we, most of the people have a habit of initially working in Windows, so we name it as folders, right? But we have a technical name for it called as directory when we work on Linux. Now there are different colors used to represent a file and directory so that they can be distinguished. We give white color for the files and blue color is given for directories. Then let's understand the syntax of this command. First, we write the name of the command, that is mkdir. With space, we write the options that are available for mkdir command, and with space, then we write the name of the directory. Now let's understand it with the help of the example. So this is a small example where I have used the command mkdir with space. I have named the directory as unix_dir. So in this way, a directory will be created inside your terminal, inside your operating system. Now then, let's understand the different options of mkdir command as we have understood earlier also. Mkdir space dir name, that is directory name, is used to create a directory in the present working directory. And if you need to create a different directory in some other directory, for that first you have to change the directory, and for that you will be using cd command. And with this command, cd space, then the name of the new directory, and then after switching into this directory, we can use the same command to create a directory inside that directory. Then if we need to create more than one directories, then for that we will use the command mkdir space, the name of the first directory, then the name of the second directory, similarly with space the name of the third directory, and similarly we can create any number of directories by having a space between the names of the different directories. So this command again with this options can be used to create multiple directories in the present working directory. Then if we need to create a directory inside a directory, for that the command that we have is the same, but we have an option available here, that is -p, and this -p enables it to create multiple directories. So inside first dir1, the name of the directory is dir1. Inside dir1, a directory will be created, that is new dir, right? And similarly, if we need to create more than two directories, one inside the other, then we can also represent it like this. Again, this -p is used to enable more than one directories and used to create a hierarchy of directories, one inside the other. So first directory A will be created, inside A, B will be created, then C, then D, and then E. But just be careful about the syntax. First, you will write the name of the first directory, that is here A, then we have /, then the next directory, then /, then the next directory, and this way you can create any number of directories. And then if you want to see the hierarchical structure of these directories, you can use the command ls space -r. R means recursively. So it is recursively going to show you that inside A, B is created, inside B, C is created, inside C, D is created, and similarly inside D, E is created. And as we know that ls command is used to list all the files and directories. So here, just to see the, if you just write ls, it is going to give you the all the files and directories available in the operating system in your home directory. But if you write ls space -r, it is going to also show you the recursive or hierarchy or nature of the different directories that we have. In this lecture, we understood about mkdir command. In the next lecture, we will see the implementation of mkdir command by running it on the terminal. Till then, stay tuned to my channel. Be safe and have happy learning. Thank Thank you so much.